Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. I am Teresa and I'm glad to see you here today, my Taurus friends. This reading is for the week of August 18th through the 24th, and this is for folks with their sun in Taurus. Check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well if you're looking for a little bit more depth and resonance. I have cleansed and pre-shuffled the cards ahead of time. I've asked Spirit to unlock the most powerful messages in the cards for you for this week. And, just those messages that you need to hear. And I am calling in Spirit now for us to get ready. We'll get some cards out for you here. For you, Taurus, we are using the Videns Illuminata deck. I mention this often that this is one of my favorite decks. And since I'm a Taurus, I decided, I get to have my favorite one. So I'm doing 7 cards here for one card for each day of the week, and then we'll do some clarifying cards as well with another deck after I get these, after we go through these. I'm also going to be sharing a few oracle cards with you as well at the end. All right, let's see, what do we have? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. Underneath, I think that sounds familiar. I feel like that was on the bottom of the Aries deck too, on one of their decks. Okay, for our first card, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is analytical. He's in control of his thoughts, but he likes to use his thoughts creatively. Those butterflies surrounding him, those are representative of his thoughts and his intellect, but uses that in a creative way. He's cool, calm, and collected. He can be cutting and precise, and he's not going to get carried away with his emotions. The next card we have is 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles can mean ill health. It can mean falling on hard times. Just feeling like you're not taking good care of yourself. One of the things that I like to identify on this card is these people they have fallen on hard times. You can tell they're out in the cold. They've got no place to go, but they're right next to a church. And coming from that church is the illumination of heaven. And so help is just as close as the other side of that wall. And that is often how we feel when we are going through difficult times, is we feel like we're out in the cold, but help is much closer than we think it is. Next to that, well, definitely next to that, we've got the Sun. So definitely this help is even closer than we thought. The Sun is a card of victory. It's a card of illumination, a card of success, joy, it's just abundance, expansion. It's just such a great card. Okay, next to that, we have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords, I didn't notice this before. Well, I guess I have noticed it before, but I haven't really kind of called attention to it recently. The 2 of Swords shows a woman who is blindfolded, She's at a stalemate. A crossroads. She needs to make a choice. She's refusing to make a choice. She's just sort of in a situation of limbo. She's blindfolded, so she can't really see what to do. But right above her head is the moon. If only she would allow that insight, that inspiration, that intuition to come into her to help her make that decision. All she has to do is take off that blindfold and make her choice. But this is a card about making choices. And a choice is needed because next to that we have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands card, this is depicting the end of a journey. This person is almost to the end. They have been carrying this heavy load for a really long time, but they are almost there, almost to the end. And they feel defeated. They feel tired. It can be a card of martyrdom. This is, I mean, isn't there somebody around this guy that he could ask to, could you maybe carry a couple of these wands for me? But no, he's just hauling it all himself. So I relate to this guy. It's so much easier to just carry it myself than ask for help. Okay, next up we have an auspicious card for us. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is it's a card of manifestation. This is a card of drawing in resources to you, drawing in abundance. This is generally of the earthly realm, as the pentacles are related to, stuff of the earth, like the, coins, the money, or other earthly resources. But this is, a message from the universe that good things are coming and you are drawing them to you. You are manifesting them, and it's a time for starting some new venture. And below that we have, next to that we have the Six of Swords. So starting something new, some new exciting project or venture, and leaving this place to go to someplace better. That's what the Six of Swords is. The Six of Swords is sometimes it can be a bittersweet travel, journey, but it is it's more sweet than bitter. It's a sign of its success. I'm successfully leaving this thing behind. I'm doing it by choice, and I'm going to better shores. Okay, so let's clarify these cards. I like to clarify with like a Rider-Waite kind of deck. Usually, not always, but clarify with this Rider-Waite deck. Already done some shuffling on this, but let's go ahead and give it a couple of, it's been sitting here for a little bit, so we'll give it a few. Okay, all right. Maybe you see that one. All right. I love it when Spirit has a sense of humor. I'll tell you when I get there. Okay, King of Swords is clarified by the Magician. So the Magician is also very singular and focused. The magician has things that he needs to create. He's very focused on it. He has all the tools that he needs to create what he wants to create, and he knows how to use them. He is putting them into practice right now. Leave me alone, I'm cooking. So he's creating something new. The Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So this is kind of a message from earlier, like the universe saying, if we missed it the first time, let's make sure you got it this time. Ten of Wands, as a clarifier, especially as a clarifier of this card, tells me you're not taking care of yourself. You need to ask for help. Quit being a martyr. Those two cards are, that's the message of those two cards together. The Sun is clarified by the Ace of Cups. So we get another ace, which is great. And the Ace of Cups is a message from the universe. This is incoming love. This is incoming intuition, incoming abundance, and yeah, especially love, a message of love and emotional good things, emotional abundance. So the Sun bringing that in, that's great. Okay, the Two of Swords, this, we couldn't get a better clarifier for the Two of Swords, especially when I was noticing that moon above her head. We get the High Priestess. And the High Priestess has the moon above her head. She has the crescent moon down here at her feet. She has the sky is open above her. She has nothing getting in her way of her intuition. She's not ready to take any action. So the stalemate is, you know, there's not really any action happening still, because the High Priestess is not one for action. She's one for pausing, but really she is in tune. She knows what the universe is telling her, and she doesn't have these blindfolds on. She's ready to know what she needs to know. So that's a great clarifier for that card. Now, Ten of Wands is clarified by Temperance. So basically the same message that we got with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Balance things out. Take care of yourself. Temperance is saying find the balance here. Find the balance. Find the mix. It's an alchemical mix. Don't quit overdoing this, especially if it's a matter of choice. You don't have to do that anymore. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe, what came into my head was, bitch, I said what I said. So the universe is, yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I already told you what's coming in. So, you know, new venture. This is a great week for manifesting. This is manifesting. That is a message that you need to be manifesting this week, drawing that abundance to yourself. Now, the Six of Swords is clarified by death. And the Death card is the sign of endings, this ending, and this new beginning. So it's going to, you know, bringing in the new story, heading into the future. So that's our tarot cards. Let's draw some oracle cards. We'll get an animal spirit oracle card from Colette Baron Reed. This is her deck. Oh, it's washing out a little bit here. If I turn it this way. Yeah. So this is the Colette Baron Reed Animal Oracle deck, and Spirit Animal Oracle. So let's see what we get here. Nope, here we go. Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. Okay, let's see what this is. A number 7 card. Lucky card, lucky number for your manifesting week. Keep that in mind. The Bee Spirit's message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Bee Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you are vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Let's see, I just noticed I didn't hit the right button on my microphone. Okay, hopefully that helps with some background noise anyway. Bee Spirit is asking that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. So that is a great message. Kind of goes with that, putting down some of those wands. All right, and then the next one we're going to do is from, this is what the card back looks like. This is from Gabby Bernstein, and it's called The Universe Has Your Back. We'll see what we get from this. Okay, our message from this card is, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. I love that. Okay, finally, I want to do one from the, this is called the Wild Archetypes. The Wild Unknown Archetypes. That's what the card back looks like. They're black and white like that. Here's what the box looks like. That's the book from the box. Okay. Let's get some of these going here. Okay. We get the Father. Okay, the Father, that's what the card looks like here. Showing a tree in 2 different seasons. Looks like summer and winter, maybe. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic. That's why we have the light and dark here. Thus, he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he's neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He's both the guardian and one who leaves us to the wolves, here yet gone, the champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. So, when in the light aspect of this card, it has a supportive, strategic, regal, kind, authoritarian message. When dark, you could be disappearing, disappointing, or devastated by failures. So anyway, yeah, thinking about the duality of being a leader in your realm, but also being human and having to be okay with that. It's a great way to think about it, and a great way to end our reading. Thank you for joining me. And like I said earlier, if you are wanting to go a little bit deeper, please check out your rising, moon, and Venus signs. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.